Well, if you remember the video that we did where I drove the 1915 depot hack and I was pushing Seth Hammond's race car at the RPM Nationals, the races that were up in Santa Margarita, California. Well, I'm building a 27 Ford Roadster, which here is a body here of it. I'm going to narrow that body, but I'm taking a 1915 Model T truck. This is what was a straight frame rail, which would have been parallel. And I am curving the rails, pulling it straight, but pulling it to a V section, which the top of the frame rail will sit right underneath the outside edge of the Roadster body. And I'm building a car that I'll be able to take to the RPM Nationals and race it down the track. Right now what I'm doing is I'm building the kick up for the rear, where it'll pick up the spring. You can see another chassis right here. This is the same type of thing, the spring perch. It'll hold the rear end. All the parts in this car are early to late 20s parts, 1920s, other than the transmission. It is a Model A engine, 1928, but the transmission's in 1932. We're gonna go back to, I believe that was a 1915, I believe that's a Ruckstuhl rear end, and it's gonna have the same drop front axle. It's a Model T drop front axle that'll be in the front. And then I'm running the Whippet grill shell and radiator. So just putting this together, so I've got something that we can run down the track. I'm gonna push Seth again with the depot hack, but I'm gonna pull this car up there and have some fun of my own. Well, on the 27T, I've got the rails all bent, and they're actually at ride height right now. We've got the rear cross member in place. I've got the front motor mounts finished. They're not ground and finished that way, but they're built. I'm working on a cross member right now to give the frame some rigidity, and also got to build the transmission mount. Once those are done, I can actually pull this off the table, put all the axles on it, and start working on the bones, where those are going to mount, but it's looking good. Pretty exciting. We got a new shipment in from Lincoln Electric. Gonna get this stuff open. Kyle's down visiting from Colson Automotive, and he's opening one crate, but we're gonna get all this stuff open because I've got the perfect project to start using this stuff on. Well, we got the Lincoln Electric welders all unboxed. Now we just got to get some gas bottles and get these plugged in. I can get back to work on my Model T. What I'm working on now is where all the attachment points for the suspension are going to go to the frame. Been working out a few of those details. The other thing is, originally I wanted to run those Rocky Mountain rear brakes, and I was going to run no front brakes. But I brought in a friend of mine, Pete Eastwood, and he says, just bite the bullet and put some good brakes on it. And he's right. I want to be safe. So I've actually found a really cool brake. They look like a miniature 53 Buick aluminum drum. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these on all four corners. I've got the backing plates. I've got to redesign the spindles and also the back plate that's on the rear end so that I can mount all these. I'll figure out what master cylinder we're going to use, but I am going to have good brakes. These will be the newest part on the car. These are from a late model 240 or 280Z, and the car will stop. And safety will not be a problem when I'm running these. As you can see, I've got the body sitting up here on the frame, and it looks like it fits really nice. Well, I haven't narrowed the body yet, but this is actually just a mock-up body. I have a really good body at home that I'll be bringing in, getting that cleaned up. That's when I'm gonna start cutting through the center and narrowing it up. If you go to the other side, which we'll show you in a minute, you'll see that the body's hanging way over the frame on the other side. What I did is I fit my wife and I next to each other and measured our shoulders, so I knew exactly how wide I needed the body. And that's what I'm gonna narrow it to, so we can both fit in the car, but it's gonna be much narrower than stock. And once I get the body all fit, then I'll get it in and I'll start figuring out where I'm gonna put the floor.
All right, so we got the motor mount and some of the substructure for the transmission mounted up in this guy. No longer cardboard. Got her all welded up. Chip got some pretty cool bushings here that kind of match the flow he wanted for those engine mounts. This whole piece here is kind of a trick looking piece he designed. He likes the look of it, so the engine's mounted. Along with some of this tube substructure here, which leads into the transmission mount, you got some cross members, kind of a trick little setup that he designed and built. And so that is the current state of the Racecar chassis. Engine, trans mounted up, you got your little substructure. Next, he's gonna mount and fit a body to the chassis where he custom bent those frame rails, and we'll go from there. And so along with some of that custom tube work that Chip did, he ran it all the way to the back here from that transmission mount up front, and he custom made these kind of stanchions here into this leaf spring mount. He welded it all up, blended it, and finalized it so it's got a real smooth look, and it kind of is seamless from the front to the back up into that suspension. It's looking clean.